Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is my future self investing strategy. And this is based on a very simple idea where I want your future self to say either one of the two things. Thank you for making all these decisions for me. Why did you do this to me? I would say invest today like your future you is watching you. And if your future you is watching you today, what would you want your future self to tell you? You want your future self to thank you, yeah. Thank you for making all these decisions because you give me freedom that I need. And you don't want to be in that dopamine zone where your future self is cursing you for everything that you did. So your money story is being written now. Don't write it in panic or a FOMO mode. Cause picture अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त. The lot of ideas that I've picked up in this video are inspired by Morgan Housel. He has a very big message for all of us, where he says that money success is not IQ, it's your behavior. But we have been trained to build our IQ for 15, 20 years of our life. And in some aspect, the behavior part get missed out. That is why a lot of us do not enjoy the money success that we want to enjoy in our life. The reason is that your present self, today you are living in stress, under temptation, there's social pressure. Every day you see this message sales end tonight, coins with 10x. All of this would just tempt you to make a decision that sometimes your future self would not be proud of. And because of all this action, what happens? Your future you lives in a reality where emergencies can happen. Markets can fall any day. Jobs can change anytime. Health matters most. Peace matters. So, what he says, Morgan, he says that the biggest superpower is basically to stay in the game. And for you to stay in the game, what is more important is to be reasonable and it not necessary to be perfect. You have to avoid things that will ruin you. You have to save for optionalities. And compounding needs time and non-interference. You have to do these things consistently. And we are going to deep dive into each of these core ideas in this video. So first, let me tell you what does your future mean to you. So these are the abbreviations that have been built to make it easy for you to understand your future. So the future FUTURE, and so it's easy to remember. F is a foundation and optionality. U is use automation. T is time and temperament. Another U is upgrade contribution. R is reasonable rules, which is you want to avoid ruin at any cost. And E is evaluate with low drama. So this is the future framework that is very important aspect of today's discussion. And we are going to discuss each of this abbreviation in detail. How can you build your future identity that will really be thankful for me to you, to your current identity for the decisions that you've made. So let's start with first F, foundation and optionality. So Housel says saving gives you optionality, the ability to deal with life without panic. So future self investing starts with a foundation. First is you have to build your emergency fund, and it could start with 1 month to 3 to 6 months of emergency fund is what you should have. Have a proper health insurance. Have a term insurance if you have dependent. And ensure that you do not have any toxic debt. All your debts are under control. Because if these foundations are not in place, You will be forced to sell your investments at worst time. So it's very important that you keep this foundation in place. Because investing without an emergency fund is like a road trip with just 3% battery and saying Google Maps will manage. We don't want to be in this strategy where you are investing, where you are on a road trip of investing and there is no battery and Google Map cannot help you, even though it has best of the best technology and even if you have the best phone on this earth. Okay, so let's go and to second, which is you use automation. So the objective of using automation is to remove willpower. Behavior beats motivation. That's the most important parameter. Most people don't fail because they don't know. They fail because they get tired. So we need to automate. You automate SIP on your salary day. Auto transfer money to the emergency fund. Have a separate spending account. This is how you turn your good behavior into a default behavior. Systems work when mood does not. So ensure that you have proper system in place and you're not much dependent on your mood. Because if you are dependent on your mood or a willpower, then it is like a phone battery. By 11 p.m. it's just 2% and you're buying nonsense thing just because the sale messages are getting notified on your phone. So use automation and not depend on your mood most of the time. T is time and temperament. This is where your real edge begins. The big truth is that temperament matters more than your IQ. This is very important. So when you have to ask yourself, when do I need this money? What is the timeline? Can I emotionally handle the volatility that will come with? So this is your future strategy. And if your future self strategy is focused on these two questions, it will really make it easy for you to make your financial decisions. The questions are, when do I need this money? What is the timeline? Do I need this money in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 5 years, 10 years? So this is the timeline that you have to decide. And can I handle the emotional volatility? Which means today I'm investing this money, and if there are highs and lows with my investing portfolio, is it possible for me to handle this emotional volatility? And so the basic rule of thumb would be for up to 2 years of your spend expenses, keep them in a safe or a liquid fund. You can keep them in your bank account or you can keep them in a liquid mutual fund where it is very easy. The money is easily accessible. 3 to 5 years of money, you keep it in your balanced fund, in a balanced mutual fund. And more than 5 years of money, so money that you will need after a period of 5 years, put them in a growth asset where the asset would work for itself. And what happens is most bad investing is actually wrong timeline investing. It is never a wrong decision related to picking up schemes or fund, but it is mostly about wrong timeline in investing. So I would say if you need something next year, you don't need to invest them like you are funding a mass vision. It means if you need something next year, if you know that your kid is going for a higher education and you would be needing 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs for that purpose, you don't need to invest that money into a growth asset that will generate return after 10, 15 years. Put them in a safe liquid asset. Don't invest the money that you need on immediate basis like you're funding a trip to Mars or Mars mission. So next is you. It's an upgrade contribution. The focus here is to build wealth quietly. Raise saving rate, not lifestyle. Wealth is what you don't see. It's not the car, it's the money not spent. So in reality, the wealth is not something that you see. It's not the new car somebody has bought, a new house that they have bought, a new or fancy dresses that they're buying every day, the makeup that they put on them. Wealth is actually the money that you don't see people spending. It's not the car, it's the money not spent. So let's have a rule, a promotion rule. Every salary hike, increase SIP by 5 to 10%. Then ensure that you have all your lifestyle upgrades. So when you make it, this may go from rupees 500 to 50,000 over the years as your salary keeps on increasing. And as you get promoted, even your SIP deserves a promotion before your lifestyle gets into a promotion zone. So ensure with each promotion you first increase your SIP and then you go ahead and do lifestyle upgrades. R is a reasonable rule. So it's very important to have a reasonable rules to avoid ruin. And being reasonable is more important than being rational. So Mr. Housel said being reasonable is extremely important. You don't need to be perfectly rational all the time. So how do you use this rule in your day-to-day life? To ensure that there is a 24-hour pause before you make a decision to buy things because they are put on sale. You can buy them later after 24 hours if you still feel like buying them. But have this 24-hour pause rule for any new hot investment idea or some lifestyle upgrade. Ensure that there are no leverage when it comes to investing. If you borrow money to invest, you are putting yourself in very risky situation. So borrowed money investing is totally banned. Have this rule for yourself. No leverage. You invest whatever is your earning and some portion of your earning, you're putting it in your investment account. Then there's important to have this split between core and explore. So the core portfolio should be around 80 to 90% of your portfolio and it should be diversified and maybe boring investment, still it is fine. But when you want to explore into crypto or some new hot investment, ensure that it does not have more than 10 to 20% of your portfolio. So when you ensure this, your basics are met and it is all settled. One major portfolio change per month, that is the max that you are allowed to do. So you don't buy into new stock every month, you don't buy into new crypto every month or a hot investment idea that you get. And your max you can do is to make one major change per month in your portfolio if you are directly investing into equity. Even if the market falls, SIP continues if your income is stable. So even if market falls, you continue with your SIP even if your income is stable. With reasonable rules keeps you consistent, and consistency is the whole game when it comes to investing. So be consistent and keep doing things on a regular basis. Your portfolio will keep growing on its pace, and your future self will thank you for making this decision. One most important tip that I would say, your portfolio is not your WhatsApp group. You stop changing members every day. Your portfolio is your life treasure. Ensure that you are investing it in a right way. So we are going to E. E means evaluate with low drama. Monthly review, not daily panic. Compounding needs non-interference. It needs lot of time. So what you can do a 15-minute monthly review. I have done a separate video on how to do monthly review. Just go and watch that video. It will really help you in designing this 15 minutes, what aspects you have to focus on. So what are you going to do in this 15 minutes? You will ensure, did your SIP run properly? Are there any allocation drift? Are there any duplicate fund fees? Are there any new leaks, whether new subscription or EMI? Just ensure that you take one action in this 15 minutes review. No daily checking, no stress, no panic. Just 15 minutes, same time, every month, same day. Because daily checking is not being informed, it is more about anxiety. So now let's look at some real life example and how to handle it. The first example that I have for you is how your future self and your present self will deal with the situation. So if the market dips currently, and if your present self tells you sell everything, your future self would say, do we have an emergency fund? If yes, then relax. Continue SIP, stop daily checking, and review monthly. Even if there is a dip in market, as long as you have your emergency fund, your future self is safe. You don't need to sell or panic. Continue your SIP, stop checking daily, and continue your monthly reviews. The second example. So whenever you think of buying something, if you are in a FOMO zone or there is a trend of FOMO ongoing, and your present self would say, I'm buying this because everyone is buying this. Everyone is using this new phone, new outfit, new makeup, or other lifestyle upgrades. What's important? Your future self needs to know whether this is a part of your core portfolio strategy or it's an explore. If it's a hot investment idea or crypto or anything, you can invest up to 10 to 20% of your saving. Your future self knows that you are still safe. Important is to ensure that you have a limit on this. Don't go all in. Ensure that your core is in place. Diversified core portfolio, even though it's boring, it's in place and you are able to enjoy it. So explore small to enjoy the FOMO trend, to enjoy this new trend. You don't feel the FOMO, or you can totally skip it, but don't touch your core portfolio. Another example is a lifestyle upgrade on EMI. Whenever you see this message, only 299 per month. Your present self will say, oh, it's just 299 per month. It's just 99 per month. It's just 999 per month. I can easily afford it. Or the future self wants to know what is the total cost? Will it reduce my SIP growth? Will it impact my future saving? Will it impact my future lifestyle? If the answer to that is yes, your action is to delay, save, and avoid lifestyle EMIs because it becomes very difficult for you to retain your lifestyle when you have a lot of EMIs. The bottom line is to be consistent and to ensure that you don't put yourself in a situation that will ruin you. It is more important than being smart. So picture abhi baki hai mere dost because your future you likes the ending and this is just the starting. In this video, let me know in a comment section below which step has been the hardest for you in your investing journey. Whether it is setting up foundation, automation, timeline, SIP upgrades, rules, or your monthly review. If you know any friend who is struggling with making an investment decision, share this video with them. You can also reach out to me by sending me a comment in a comment section below. I'm here to help you and guide you. Okay, I would say thank you so much for watching this video. And if you need me to make video on any specific topic, do drop in a comment section below. I'm here to support you.